The war was lost. Humans were beaten. Aliens laughed at their weakness. The sky burned with fire and smoke. Soldiers shook with fear. Their weapons fell from their hands. Humans looked broken, but one human stood quietly, watching the chaos. The alien commander did not notice. The human thought of a plan that could change everything. Every step careful, every breath silent. The city around them crumbled. Fire spread through streets. Aliens shouted and ran. Humans hid in shadows, but the one human did not move. Eyes sharp and cold, thinking, planning. Fear was rising in the air, but the human felt calm and ready. Something was coming, something the aliens did not expect. The human smiled slightly, because humans had one power aliens could not see coming. Aliens could not fight. The lost war was not over. It had just begun. Humans had one thing aliens did not fear, one thing aliens could not understand: fear, but not the kind aliens knew. The human watched the alien soldiers, their movements confident, their eyes sharp but empty inside. The human whispered to the squad, "We can use fear as our weapon." The squad listened quietly, hearts racing, hands trembling, but minds alert. The human led them to a safe place, a ruined building at the edge of the city, shadows hiding every corner, every window a trap, every wall a secret. The human spoke again. "Aliens think we are weak. They think we are afraid. We will show them the opposite. We will make them afraid of us." The squad nodded. A shiver ran through the air, but hope grew inside them. The human smiled slightly, calm and ready. Humans had a power aliens never imagined, and the war was about to change. The humans moved quietly through the ruined city. The streets were empty, walls were broken, smoke filled the air, the sky glowed red from fires burning far away. Every step careful, every sound measured. The aliens thought humans were weak. They thought the humans were running. They thought the humans were afraid. But the humans were not afraid. The humans had a plan, a trap the aliens would never see. The human leader stopped in the middle of a street. The squad gathered behind, shadows hiding them. The leader pointed to the building on the left. The walls were crumbling, but inside there was strength. Inside there was danger for the aliens. The human whispered, "This is the place. This is where we turn the war." The squad nodded. They spread out silently, every corner covered, every roof watched, every alley ready. The humans stepped into the shadows, eyes scanning the streets. The air smelled of dust and smoke, the smell of fire and metal. The aliens moved through the city confidently. They laughed, they shouted to each other. They did not see the humans. They did not hear the humans. They did not feel the trap around them. The humans watched, every breath quiet, every heartbeat controlled. The human touched the wall. It was cold and rough. The building shook slightly from a distant explosion. The squad moved into position. The humans knew the aliens would follow. The aliens would come looking for them. They would walk straight into fear. The human leader whispered, "Remember the plan. Fear is our weapon. Let them see shadows. Let them hear strange sounds. Let them wonder what is real." The first alien patrol appeared. They walked confidently into the street. They did not notice the shadow moving above. The humans watched silently. The humans waited. The humans knew patience was their ally. The air grew heavy. The aliens shouted orders to each other. They did not know they were walking into a trap. The human leader raised a hand, the signal. The trap began. A loud crash echoed from above. The first alien looked up. Something fell from the roof. A shadow moved quickly across the wall. The alien froze, his eyes wide with fear. The humans watched silently from the darkness. They did not move too fast. They did not reveal everything. Fear must grow slowly. The alien called for help. The humans whispered from the shadows. No sound came, only shadows moving. The second alien appeared. He stepped on broken glass. The sound echoed. He looked around. Nothing, nothing but shadows. The humans smiled slightly. It was working. The aliens began to panic. They shouted to each other. They ran into the streets. They ran into the alleys. Every step led them deeper into the trap. The humans stayed calm. The humans were invisible. They moved like ghosts through the ruins. Every corner had a trap. Every shadow had a secret. The human whispered to the squad, "Remember your training. Let fear guide you. Do not fight yet. Only wait." The aliens screamed as shadows fell around them. They could not see what was real. Every sound confused them. Every movement terrified them. The human squad moved silently from building to building. They followed the aliens without being seen. The humans used the city itself as a weapon, walls collapsing, debris falling, smoke rising, every element designed to create fear. The aliens stumbled through the streets. They were lost. They were trapped. The humans watched silently from above. The human leader whispered, "Soon the war will turn. Fear will become our shield and sword." The squad nodded. They were ready. The humans had become predators, and the aliens had become prey. The first alien fell, screaming. The humans did not rush. They waited for fear to spread. The other aliens looked around in panic. They could not see the humans. They could not fight what they could not see. The human leader whispered, "Now the trap is complete." The humans surrounded the aliens without a sound. The aliens tried to escape. Every path blocked, every street controlled, every shadow hiding a human ready to strike. The human moved slowly down the street, every step measured, every breath controlled. The aliens were shaking with fear. They did not know what to do. They did not know where the humans were. The humans were everywhere and nowhere, shadows moving like ghosts. The humans whispered from the darkness, "The war is not over. It has just begun." The aliens screamed in terror, but the humans stayed calm. The humans had the power aliens did not understand, the power of fear, and the trap was only the beginning. The humans had one power aliens could not see coming. Aliens could not fight. The lost war was not over. It had just begun. The aliens thought the streets were empty. They laughed and shouted. They believed the humans were weak. They did not see the shadows moving above. They did not hear the quiet steps in the ruins. The human squad waited silently, every wall hiding a soldier, every corner a trap. The human leader whispered, "Now, the first strike." The shadows moved quickly, from above and from behind. Strange sounds filled the air. The aliens looked around, eyes wide with fear. The walls seemed alive. Fire and smoke danced in the streets. The aliens froze. They could not see what was real. A loud crash from the building above. One alien screamed. The humans did not move too fast. They let fear do the work. The second alien stepped into an alley. Something moved in the darkness. A shadow passed over him. He tried to run, but the shadows followed. The humans were silent predators. The humans waited for the perfect moment. Another alien screamed. His voice echoed through the ruined city. The human leader whispered, "Patience. Fear grows slowly. The squad spread out, every shadow hiding a human ready. The aliens ran in panic. They stumbled over rubble. They fell into traps. They could not fight fear inside their minds. The humans watched calmly, every movement precise, every step planned. The aliens were trapped in their own terror. The human leader stepped forward, eyes cold and focused. The first alien fell, shaking and screaming. The rest of the aliens looked at each other, panic spreading. They did not know what to do. They did not know where the humans were. The humans were everywhere and nowhere, shadows moving like ghosts. The humans whispered from the darkness, "This is only the beginning." The aliens shouted orders, confused and terrified. They tried to regroup, but fear had already taken control. The humans watched calmly. The city itself became their weapon, walls falling, debris moving, smoke hiding the humans. The aliens could not escape. Every path led to fear. The human leader smiled slightly. The first strike was perfect. The trap had worked. The war was turning slowly. The humans had one weapon aliens could not fight: fear. The aliens screamed again, but the humans stayed calm. The humans had the power aliens did not understand, the power of fear, and the trap was only the beginning. The aliens panicked. Their fear spread like fire. The humans moved slowly, silent and calm. Every step measured, every breath controlled. The ruined city was quiet, except for alien screams. The aliens could not see the humans. They could not hear them clearly. They only felt fear. The human leader whispered to the squad, "Remember your training. Move with the shadows. Do not rush." The aliens stumbled through the streets. Walls crumbled around them. Smoke hid the humans. Every corner had a trap. Every shadow held a soldier. The aliens tried to fight, but their minds were full of fear. One alien ran into a narrow alley. A shadow fell across him. He froze. He could not move. The humans surrounded him without a sound. Fear became their weapon. Another alien ran. He tripped over rubble. He fell screaming. The humans watched calmly. They did not shout. They did not need to. The fear did the work. The human leader moved through the ruins, eyes sharp and cold, every movement precise, every step careful. The squad followed silently. The aliens were trapped in the city. They could not escape. Every street led them closer to humans. Every alley hid a new danger. The humans used the city itself as a weapon. Walls fell, smoke rose, debris blocked paths. The aliens could not understand what was happening. They only knew fear. The human leader whispered, "This is our time. Move with the shadows. Let fear guide your hands." The squad nodded. They were ready. Humans became invisible predators. Aliens became helpless prey. One by one, the aliens fell, screaming and panicking, their weapons useless, their strength meaningless. Only fear controlled them. The city echoed with alien cries. The humans moved silently. They did not rush. They let fear do the work. Every alien who tried to fight was stopped by their own mind. The human leader smiled slightly. The tide of war was changing. Humans did not need fire or weapons, only calm, only patience, only fear as their power. The aliens realized too late they were losing. The humans had the upper hand, and there was no escape. The city became a maze of terror. Every step led aliens closer to defeat.
The humans whispered from the shadows, "The war is not over, but now it is ours." The aliens were broken, their minds full of panic, every step heavy with terror. The humans moved quietly through the city, every shadow hiding a soldier, every corner ready. The human leader whispered to the squad, "Now it is time, the final fear." The squad nodded. They knew what to do. The humans surrounded the alien forces, but did not attack immediately. They waited. The aliens looked around desperately. They could not see the humans clearly. Every shadow moved, every sound confused them. The human leader stepped forward, eyes sharp and cold. Every alien saw them, and their fear doubled. The humans used silence as a weapon. The air itself seemed to press down on the aliens. They stumbled in confusion. Every movement of the humans created doubt. Every whisper from the shadows created panic. The aliens screamed. They shouted orders. They tried to fight, but fear controlled them. The human leader raised a hand slowly. The signal. The humans moved together, silently, quickly. Every alien fell into their traps. They could not run. They could not hide. The human squad controlled the battlefield without shouting, without firing weapons. Only fear. The aliens tried to regroup, but every thought was filled with terror. They could not focus. They could not act. The humans whispered from the darkness, "This is the end, the final fear." The aliens screamed and scattered. They could not fight the human mind. The human leader smiled slightly. Humans had won without a single loud attack. Fear was their shield and their sword. The aliens were defeated, not by strength, not by fire, not by numbers, but by something they could not understand. The human leader looked at the squad, eyes calm and proud. The squad knew humans had a power aliens could never fight. Fear. The final fear had ended the war. The humans had turned the battlefield into a storm, and the aliens had no escape. The humans walked slowly through the ruins, every shadow behind them, every step controlled. The aliens whispered among themselves. They had lost, and they would never forget the humans. The human leader whispered, "Fear is our power, and humans are the storm." The war was over. The aliens were gone. The city was quiet. Smoke rose from the ruins. The humans walked slowly, every step careful, every breath calm. The squad followed their leader. No one spoke too loud. The silence was heavy. The humans looked at the battlefield, aliens broken and scared, weapons scattered, every path empty. The human leader stopped, eyes scanning the ruins. The squad gathered around. The humans had survived. The humans had won. Not with strength, not with fire, not with weapons, but with something more powerful. Fear. The humans whispered among themselves. Fear became their shield. Fear became their sword. The aliens had never imagined it. The humans had turned the lost war into victory. The city smelled of smoke and dust. The ruins echoed with silence. The humans walked calmly, step by step, shadow by shadow. The aliens whispered in fear far away. They had learned the humans were not weak. They had learned humans were not small. They had learned humans were the storm. The human leader looked at the squad, proud and calm. They had used their minds, their courage, their fear as a weapon. The humans whispered, "Humanity, this is our power." The aliens would never forget it. The humans walked through the city, silent, calm, victorious. The galaxy had learned a lesson. Humans are not to be underestimated. Humans survive. Humans adapt. Humans use what others fear. And sometimes that is enough to win the war. The humans stopped at the edge of the city, looking at the horizon. The sky still glowed red, but their hearts were calm. The war was lost for the aliens, but won for humans. And silence fell, a quiet calm of victory. Humans had shown the galaxy that fear is a weapon, and humanity is unstoppable.